MotoGP moves away from Portugal and travels to Argentina at Termas de Rio Hondo for round 2 of the season. So Pecco Bagnaia sweeps the 2 races and takes the first race win of the season, leads the championship by 37 points. Now we move into Argentina before 2 weeks' time going over to the Americas race at Cota. Then Spain kicks off the European season with France, Italy, Germany, Netherlands. Then Kazakhstan as well on the 9th of July, a morning race for us in the UK. British Grand Prix on the 6th of August. Then Austria, Catalonia, San Marino round out the European run. Then India, Japan, Indonesia, Australia, Thailand, Malaysia, all night races just to make us super excited. Then we get Qatar on the 19th of November, and a week later the season rounds out in Valencia. After just 1 race then, it is Pecco Bagnaia leading by 12 points to Maverick Vinales. Marco Bezzecchi's on 16 points, 1 clear of Johan Zarco and Jack Miller. Alex Marquez on 12, Aleix Spargo 11, Brad Binder on 10, Martin on 9, Quartararo 8, Marc Marquez has 7, Rins 6, Mia 5, Nakagami 4, 3 for Fernandez, Augusta that is, Oliveira with the same, and Morbidelli on 2. The MotoGP warm-up session is about to get underway here, and we start with news that Johan Mir has been declared unfit for the Argentine Grand Prix due to head and neck trauma suffered in the accident in yesterday's sprint race. So unfortunately, he won't be racing as the 10 minutes get underway. We send him our best, and he becomes the 5th rider injured in MotoGP across the first 2 races. Green lights on then. Track conditions, well, Noah has built his arc. It's extremely wet. 18 degree is the air temperature, 19 degree track temperature, 60% humidity as well. Wind speed 5 kilometers an hour, blowing to the southeast as well here at the Autodromo Termas Rodrigo Hondo circuit. So unfortunately, the rain is coming down, and everyone's going out there on the full wet weather tyres. There's an awful lot of standing water out on the circuit as well, which is unusual. Let's head down to the pits and catch up with Simon Crafar.
And a fantastic ride from Jack, from Brad. He was super in the interpretation of the start, going inside, and then he was fast, simply fast. He was really clean on overtaking everybody. It was simply perfect. Also the last lap he was fast, but he closed every doors to Bezzecchi. So yeah, simply perfect.
Today is wet so far. You know, we don't know what's going to happen for the race, but I'm wondering if it could be Jack's day today. What are your feelings, and what is his feelings when he has had a ride in the wet on the KTM?
He ride only a little bit on the wet condition yesterday, and today the second time with a proper wet. So let's see what he says. But yeah, maybe in the afternoon will be a mix, and we'll see. Let's see what the future reserves to us. From the 5th, 6th row, usually when it's wet, the visibility is quite low, and in the start you have to be really careful. So I can't imagine a start like yesterday.
One more question for you. It's the second event now, not just the first. Are we gathering enough data for you to be able to say, have you made that step forward that everyone thinks they're seeing?
After the race of yesterday, yeah, of course, Brad has a fantastic ride, but also the bike was working very good. So looks like we are in the right direction. Of course, it's everything brand new. So yes, on Friday we lost a little bit of time to fix the little things and to find the right setup. But yeah.
Which hurt your qualifying?
Yeah. This the new format make everything is even more difficult because on Friday you have to perform immediately since the FP1, especially here where the weather forecast was unpredictable. So yeah, it's tough, mate. It's tough.
Thank you for your time. Good luck today.
Thank you.
So the track looking very sodden out there as well at the moment. There's a lot of standing water, especially in the run down towards turn number 4, where we're on board now with Pekka Bagnaia. At the inside comes Aleix Espargaro to overtake him. A lot of standing water. So we've got an hour to go until the Moto3 race starts as well. I'm incredibly worried to see if that's actually going to get going, and I'm incredibly worried about the MotoGP lot, because this weather seems to be set in and there's an awful lot of spray out there as well. So I am now considering the fact that we might not have exactly the race we were expecting coming into today, but we move with it and we see what could happen, and we take the rough with the smooth, I suppose, here in Argentina. Reminder coming up later, we also have the IndyCar race. Now, the way that's good, they're also expecting a weather storm actually as well. So the first 45 minutes of the race, I'll be in the commentary box alongside Tom Dillon and Josh T. I'll then come and do MotoGP for the 45-minute race. They'll take over the lead commentary roles there. And then I'll pop back in at the end as well, but I'll still be keeping an eye on the race up here in the commentary box. So I'll be sort of double dueling, trying to keep it while we take on the MotoGP, as that's the top priority. Aleix Espargaro, 5th fastest. Bagnaia 3rd. It's Jack Miller with a 1:55.08. Now it's Kiki Nakagami. Now Franco Morbidelli, 1:48.687. Brad Binder, down in 10th position. He topped the timesheets yesterday in the sprint. He got the gold medal. 15th on the grid, coming back to win as well. He was in the lead by lap 3. It was unbelievable the amount he had. Can he do the same today? Well, the conditions are very different. Yesterday in the sprint, it was a dry track. Today, it looks very much like it's going to be a very wet track here. It's 9:50 a.m. in Argentina. That's 1:50 over here in the UK. So we continue, and after this morning's insane Formula 1 race, we still haven't recovered. 3 red flags, technically 4, because the race got stopped after it was finished as well, to come through. It was absolute insanity. As Morbidelli with a 1:48.687, still the top, and fast in the middle sector. Quartararo's up as well. This, with 10 minutes now for the warm-up, I think is more crucial than ever. Because it's a wet track, we haven't actually had much running this weekend in proper wet running weather conditions, and that's what today is. It's sodden out there as well. Complete and utter rainstorm as well. Standing water in every part of the track. It's hazardous. Quartararo second, 1:48.834. Franco Morbidelli, though, on the second Yamaha, is fastest at the moment and is over a second up in the middle sector. Miller goes top, 1:47.856. Bezzecchi second. D'Antonio goes third. Well, the question is, can Morbidelli get anywhere near there? Takiki Nakagami, he goes fastest, 1:47.285. Morbidelli crosses the line to go P2, 1:47.436. Into the pits comes Alex Marquez. Thought he was going to change over bikes. He's saying something about the setup and the front end of the bike and the suspension rolling. So Alex Marquez not happy with something on the Ducati Guineschi bike that he wants to change and get ready. Eyes getting tired, so I'm going to pop my glasses on for the end of this session. That usually solves my issues, and it has done indeed. Nakagami, 1:47.285. Lack of sleep over the weekend, tired eyes. I'm glad I've got a pair of glasses as well. So Nakagami, Morbidelli, Miller, Bezzecchi, D'Antonio, Quartararo, Bagnaia, Augusto Fernandez, Zarco top 10. And times are coming down, but it's still raining. They're just getting used to the conditions. Sooner or later, we'll hit the brick wall of the fastest you can go on the track, and either or not the rain starts coming down harder, which stops everything, or it stops raining and starts getting slightly drier. It's those two situations. It's one or the other. Very rarely do we see a sudden change dramatically from wet tyres to slick tyres without a line appearing on the track for the 2 dry lines. Quartararo does a 1:47.983. When I say 2, it's because MotoGP bikes front and rear line different into the braking zones, so to create like a sliding effect as well. So there's not 2 dry lines, one for the front and rear tyre. When it slides around under acceleration, you're not going to get on the dries. As soon as a little bit of the dry tyre hits the wet patch, it'll go down like a sack of spuds. 2 minutes to go then in this warm-up session as Bezzecchi, Miller, Morbidelli 1, 2, 3 now. Binder's gone 10th. Times are coming down, and let's just take a quick look actually at the battle screen. This is our information chat that we have on the com box, but take a look at this. This is what I found very entertaining. We've got Nakagami and Zarco, soft rear compound wet tyre. Everyone else is medium front and medium rear. So they've actually gone to reverse the idea, which might work. It's not exactly working with Nakagami, although he was top of the session briefly. Now Marini's a 10th down, Giantonio is half a 10th down, and Bezzecchi's 3/10 up. So the time's changing every second here at Termas de Rio Hondo, the second round of the MotoGP World Championship. The Argentine Grand Prix, or the Argentina GP, it's officially known as in the hashtag, and that's the official name of it, the Argentina Grand Prix, or the Grand Prix of Argentina. As it comes through pit road, Simon?
Every time through testing and in the race, how amazing consistent he is. He can just bang those really fast lap times out. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, he's very fast in this track. His first victory was here in Moto3, so that's been one of the but anyway, this is MotoGP. It's very difficult. He has the speed. He's in a great moment now, and I think we can enjoy. That's the most important thing.
Thank you, Pablo. Good luck today.
Thanks. A lot of action then as the lap times are coming up to finish. Marco Bezzecchi still top. Franco Morbidelli goes second, 146.219 with 13 seconds to go. Nakagami fifth, 146.605. So people are finding the quicker time. They're finding the optimum balance as we run on board with Fabio Quartararo. The Yamaha was screaming a little bit too much for my liking into that part of the track as well. You can hear it, really hear it, churning away under acceleration. Checker flag is out then. Zarco goes 9th, but Bezzecchi's got the fastest first and second sector. Morbidelli fastest first sector as well, so they are going to be hunting down the times once more. It's not over yet here in Argentina for the warm-up session. Don't forget Moto3, then Moto2, then MotoGP, the Premier Class Racing. There's a lot to keep an eye on as they attack forward. Bezzecchi's up by 43 thousandths of a second, so that's 4 hundredths coming through. Thousandths, hundredths, tenths is the way it works. In reverse order, 2 tenths up for Bezzecchi, 2 hundredths up for Miller, 6 hundredths up for Marini, 6 tenths down for Quartararo, and Miller's 2 hundredths down now actually, so he's lost a bit of time. Across the line we go then with the checker flag falling. Bezzecchi top, 145.354. Second, Mooney VR46 bike second. Luca Marini, 145.767. Morbidelli takes the flag, as does Nakagami, to complete the running order here in the MotoGP warm-up. 10 minutes, short, sweet, to the point, and it goes the way of Mooney VR46. They're the best of the warm-up conditions in the wet weather. And absolutely fantastic as we take a look at the full results then. As, oh, hang on a minute, we've got a stoppage on the circuit. One of the RNF guys of Raul Fernandez has come to a stop. The bike seems to have cut out. He's trying to bump it. It's not going to work. He's going to have to abandon it at the side of the track and get a lift back to the paddock via one of the marshals. So, hasn't really worked out down there, as they'll try and get it restarted, but the marshals, I don't think he's going to be able to get it restarted, so he'll get it lift back to the paddock. Here's the results then. Bezzecchi fastest from Marini second, Miller third, Giantonio fourth, Morbidelli fifth, Nakagami sixth, Bagnaia seventh, Augusto Fernandez is eighth, Quartararo ninth, and Raul Fernandez rounds out in 10th. Alex Rins 11th, Jorge Martin is 12th, Johan Zarco 13th, Aleix Espargaro 14th, Brad Binder 15th, Maverick Vinales 16th, and Alex Marquez rounds out in 17th place. The man on pole position for today's Grand Prix is last in the warm-up. Good launch there from Bagnaia. We'll be back then with the Grand Prix coming your way at 5:45 British Summer Time. Bye-bye.